Hi, I'm Tony, and this video is about how I went through the 28-day keto kickstart plan and how much I've lost and what I went through. Stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. So the first week of the 28-day plan, for those who have never watched my videos before, welcome. So I started out at 232.6 pounds, and that's not the highest I've weighed in my life, but it's close to it. I think I was 242 is my highest. So anyway, the first week of the plan, I thought, oh, this is going to be so easy to get through this. And then, my meal preps were great, and I was getting through the days without starving or anything like that. So that was a good thing, because the way I meal planned, it just worked out well. And I think the fat content kept me fuller all day, so that was a good thing. I did fasting, let's say anywhere from 10 to uh, 15 hours. And it's weird because I never realized how I would fast anyway without even knowing I was fasting before I even started keto. Because I really didn't eat breakfast, so I was actually fasting and didn't even realize it. So if you're one of those people that don't eat breakfast, or you wait until you really get hungry in the morning, that's a good thing also. I also did this plan with no exercise. I walked a couple of times, but that is it. So I wanted to wait till my weight was just a little bit lower so my knees wouldn't suffer so much. Because I don't know, I'm one of those people that if I feel like I'm not doing 100% with my workout, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I know that may sound weird and you should start somewhere, but that is just me. And in general, I feel like if I am suffering through something that I'm not giving that 100%, then I'm not doing anything to me. So that, with the weight I've lost on this 28-day plan, I feel like I've got to that point where I can start my exercising now. With the 28-day plan, my hunger actually got lower. And that is just a great thing, because I always felt like I was hungry all day long, where I just had a snack all day with little crackers and I'm like an hors d'oeuvre person, where I just feel like I have to have crackers with cheese and things like that. And I'm going to get into that, where I make low-fat crackers and things like that, so I can get back into that, because I really miss just I guess the social aspect of the crackers with hors d'oeuvres type thing. I'm just that type of person. So anyway, by the 28th day, I hit the keto flu. The keto flu I hit at the 28-day mark. And I know my voice just lowered, and it was awful. It only lasted 2 days, but it was the most awful experience. But I wanted to tell you what I went through with it. So I started out with a fever, okay? I felt like I was on fire from a fever. It wasn't a real high fever. It was maybe 101 or so. But I felt awful. I felt like, when you have the flu, you're achy and everything. My back was killing me. But I felt like, I felt fine, but then the fever. So it's a strange feeling when you go through the keto flu. I didn't eat which was a bad thing, but I couldn't eat because of the way I was just feeling. It was almost like your body was cleansing itself, and just a feeling of getting rid of the yucky stuff. Unless you go through it, you don't know, I guess, what I'm really trying to say, but I'm hoping that no one goes through it. But you got to actually think when you're going through it, it's a good thing. Because you know that the next step is really starting the fat burning stage of this whole process. And then I hit the ketosis part of it. Now I'm 51 years old and I have a low metabolism, low thyroid, low everything. I've had 2 surgeries in the last year, so my metabolism, my just whole body is just zilch. I mean, just, I felt like I could never go into ketosis. So I did a strip, and I will show you that strip on this video of what it looks like to go into ketosis. I was really excited, but then I was like, okay, what do I do now? What do I eat to keep myself into ketosis? So now I have to stay in this ketosis, and in order for me to do this, I guess I have to become fat adapted. I am on 20 to 25 grams, net grams of carbs a day, and that works out for me. I thought I was going to starve with that, but I don't. It actually, sometimes it's lower on certain days, on certain recipes that I fix. So basically, adjust as you go. Because the more weight you lose, the more you're going to have to adjust your fat, your carbs, and things like that to tweak it in and dial in what your body is telling you. Really listen to your body. That's what I learned on this, is because I know my body and how it reacts to things pretty well, but those of you that don't, pay attention when you eat. Even if you eat the littlest thing, pay attention how your body reacts. Do you become inflamed? Do you become bloated? Are you in a stressful job and then you eat and then it's kind of an emotional eater, and that's what I was, an emotional eater. But just pay attention to what your body is telling you when you eat those foods. Because my thing was the cheese. I love cheese, and it's serious, okay? But I love cheese. And when it came to cheese with keto, I was like, woo! I get to have cheese, all the cheese I want. Yeah, or yeah. No, it was a bad thing for me because too much information, but constipation set in big time, where it became a problem. Let's just say that, okay? It was a big problem. So now I have to kind of dial in the cheese where it's just moderation instead of extreme, because that's where I was with the cheese. Off the cheese subject, because, near and dear to me. But, so by the 28th day, as I said, I was on the keto flu. It was terrible, but I knew it was the thing that I had to go through for me. If you go through it, I wish you the best. And I think what I found out, and a friend of mine, Barrett, I was in the middle of my flu, okay? And I said, I'm drinking pickle juice to get back in the fluids because I'm losing so much electrolytes, okay? And I'm stupid, but I didn't know that pickles have sugar, high fructose in them. And I didn't know this, so I get out out of bed, and I am like dying, just going to the refrigerator already, because I was like bedridden to the point of no return. So I went in there and looked at the label, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so much sugar in this that I could not believe it. And of course she was right, because she's right on a lot of things. And so anyway, because I was trying to get into ketosis pretty much the same time that I was going into the flu. I was still thinking about that. So sorry about my dogs in the background if you hear them barking. But so anyway, I had to drink something in order to get my electrolytes back in, because when you go into keto flu, you go to the restroom a lot, and I'm not saying like the restroom, I'm saying you pee a lot. And I was peeing like every 5 minutes, peeing. And but that's a good thing. I heard I think it's your cells are flattening out and it's releasing. I guess they call that the swoosh. So I was there. So anyway, so basically I'm at my 28-day mark, 13.8 pounds and down, and I'm hoping that this is the road to just keep on going. If you want to see more videos on my journey and what's the next step of my next month, just leave a comment below. And I do have recipes and the keto coffee that I fix. I have that recipe down below. But if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and have a great Saturday. Okay? Thanks.